Pre-evangelism, an idea that was set forth both by, at least in a very overt way, would have been Francis Schaeffer, as well as C.S. Lewis. And so we're thinking about the days in which they were writing. So, Schaeffer dies in 84. And probably Schaeffer's the one who makes this idea of pre-evangelism. And he is dealing with the existentialist of the 60s. And we have Lewis, who is dealing a lot with atheism in his time. Well, why is it then that pre-evangelism is important, is an important step? I don't mean to say that it's necessary in every step, in every witnessing encounter. But I think more and more it becomes an issue because the intellectual climate in which we are evangelizing, the intellectual climate in which we are seeking to express the truth claims of Christ, you're in an intellectual climate where God is not even a plausibility. He doesn't even appear on the radar. He has been discredited. He's been thrown out of the discussion. We're dealing with people who are what we'd call naturalist, people who deny there's anything above experience. So before we then can begin to talk about a God who sent his Son to be the Savior of the world, we must be able to share with people to get them to understand that there is a God who has a Son who loves the world and can send his Son to be the Savior of the world. So I would say it's not necessary maybe in every occasion that we encounter a human being, but I think increasingly as naturalism begins to spread across the Western intellectual world, to be able to establish, to help people to start thinking in a worldview way that includes the idea of God. And that's what pre-evangelism does, pre-evangelism, because you've got to have some understanding that there is a God if we're going to have any understanding of sin, why the need of a Savior. So it becomes an important step in evangelism.